There you go.
There it is.
There's a winner. Look at that.
Back. Good. We have a chance.
Showdown.
Yankees 12, Red Sox 11.
He's gone. He couldn't go all the way.
No hay arquero. ¿Quién le pega? ¡Golazo!
Well, there's a long ball through and
Oh my God, an insane goal! I've just seen the most insane goal I have ever seen on a football pitch. Incredible Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Fed on through and here's Rust. Rust delays to Kofi. Broughton can tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you gotta get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Oh, go ahead. Do your little intro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Earth2 Sports Talk. I am your host, Mo Crosby, the man that knows it all, and the guy that carries this show like he's run CMC, me, alongside Wetson. Welcome. This is we didn't have a show last week. This is the first time that we've never had a football show, correct? Like we've skipped basketball season, but we've always had a football show, right?
We've skipped a football show before.
We have? Damn,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I guess we've been doing a lot of these. But so what was the format then? Because I don't know what the format is. For one, I don't know what the format is when we do skip a football show. Secondly, I don't know what the format is when we skip a football show and somebody doesn't send in their picks. By the way, I want to thank everyone out in Earth2 Sports World for giving me the W this season. I am officially going to get a belt, and I will wear it every day next year. I think I might have LeBron James' face on the belt. You know, just something to
A little
show
gay.
that's fine, to show my appreciation to you guys
Okay.
for giving me the W for this for this season. You know,
Okay.
like when I try to remind everybody, you know, let me get into this. Hold on, let me get into this speech real quick. I have it written. You know what? I had it written down, but I'm gonna go off the dome right now. First of all, I want to thank God. You know, I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. You know, like they really like made me the person that I am today. In order to
No. They did not make you a person you are today. No.
Bro, why are you interrupting my speech,
We are
man?
not going to blame them
Why
for
are you
this.
interrupting
We're
my
not gonna blame
speech?
them. We're not blaming them for this. Okay.
It's my speech, bro. It's my
No,
thank you speech.
you became this messed up all on your own, bro. All on your own.
This is
Start
some
over.
hate. This is some
Start
hater
over.
shit.
Start
This is
over.
some-
Don't blame
this is
your don't blame your mom and dad.
No, I'm
Start over.
thanking them for
No.
making
You're
me
blaming them because
No, I'm
no. Because if they made you who you are today, that's a problem. So
it might as well. But anyways, I'm thanking them for the winner that I am, you know, for giving me the ability to be able to pick football games and pick them accurately, you know, for giving me the ability to stay on task every week and go on poolhost.com and look for Earth2 Sports Talks pool and pick my picks to win the week. Thank you very much, Mom and Dad. I'd like to thank everyone in Earth2 Sports World for not picking their picks. You, Wetson, most of all, because I couldn't do this without you. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Drunk, maybe. Anthony, you know, all you guys that don't pick anything on Earth2 Sports Talk. Thank you guys so much for giving me, for just like, honestly, bro, I'm going to be so insufferable next season because that belt is like, do you see how I blurred the screen? Usually I have LeBron James in the background, right? Today I blurred the screen because I wanted to try something. I want to see if all of my print will show. Pause. If everything because I want to be very obnoxious when I get my belt next year, so I'm just gonna keep. I hate the fact, you know, I'm gonna change the background of the show to just LeBron James. You know that thing that I usually have right here with the 38,000 plus points. I don't care what you're talking about, Wetson. I'm going to talk my shit for 5 minutes before we get on track and get on the show. All right, I'm done. So the format of this show, because we haven't stopped a sports show before, football show before, and usually we have picks so we can discuss why we made those picks. But since Wetson didn't send his picks in, and since I'm the winner of the picks this season, because I am going to continue doing picks to ensure that I get my dub at the end of the season, let's talk about the picks I made, because you didn't make any picks. So let's talk about the picks I made. You didn't send me picks, so I don't know if you made picks or wherever your picks went. this is such a fun day. Let me see. Buffalo, Tampa Bay. That was Thursday Night Football. Buffalo. Do you know what's funny about that Buffalo game, and what's really even funnier about Tampa Bay, right? Is Baker Mayfield is not bad, but he's not good enough. Does that make sense?
Baker Mayfield has been an average quarterback for the better part of his career.
You know
so
what?
Which means that's what he is. I mean, again, between you and Skip Bayless, you guys make this man out to be like the next, the next Aaron Rodgers. Meanwhile, he's barely Carson Wentz. Like,
oh, chill out.
Again,
no, he's greater than Carson Wentz. I would actually use the G word. Pause
again
against Carson Wentz.
So with that being said, though, I'm like, he's always.
But if we're comparing him to Carson Wentz, then yeah,
he's always been just an average quarterback. Again, that's not a bad thing because again, you can't all be great. There's only 32 teams.
Right.
There's 32 teams, which means average quarterback puts you in between the 10 to 20 mark. That's average.
Correct.
Right? Between 10 and 20, that's average. You're not top 10. You're not bottom 10. You're not bottom 12. So he's always been that guy. But the thing is, though, every time he does something a little bit above,
right. People notice.
Oh, man.
People notice. Yeah.
It's like meanwhile, you could have some guys because again, let's say Mahomes have games like Mayfield, yeah, we'll get to Mahomes. If Mahomes game like Mayfield, we're criticizing him. Hell, if Dak have a game like Mayfield, we're like, oh man, that's Dak being unreliable. Like again, if you look at Mayfield's numbers over his career, he's never had like anything that resembles a great season or even a very good season. So
yeah, very average.
Yeah, he's always been just average.
And
again, it's not a bad thing,
right? Because you don't always need great to win.
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Let's not forget Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Again,
Brad Johnson is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So
Nick Foles is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Wait, twice or once?
Nick Foles once.
Once, right?
Yeah.
You don't always need great.
You don't always. No. Eli is the definition of average, bro. If you look at his numbers, Eli is really straight down the middle. But guess what? He's a two-time Super Bowl,
and his last name is Manning.
His last name is Manning, and again, he beat Brady. So because of that, he's cemented. So you don't always need greatness. You just need, somebody who
service. In this league, you need serviceable to win.
Yeah, so
Baker Mayfield is serviceable. It's just to me that I don't know if that defense is what it used to be. I think they're getting older. They're not what they used to be. Those linebackers are not Derek White and the other guy. They're not what they used to be. It's funny because I'm watching that game and they had a shot.
Mm-hmm.
They had a legitimate shot. So is it me or is it that I think I saw this meme out there about Joshua Trevor Allen, who they say he plays down
to his competition.
And
so Baker plays up to his?
Maybe, because Baker be playing out of his mind sometimes, and you're like, is this the same Baker I saw last week? Because last week he was very mediocre. But then again, he hasn't made a lot of mistakes, which he used to do. He hasn't made a lot of mistakes this season, which is he's taking better care of the ball. But because he's taking better care of the ball, he's holding the ball too long. He'll get sacked, and throw it away.
Okay.
Like, those things are happening. So it's very
hold on. With that being said, let's play a quick game of Would You Rather. I didn't tell you about this. Okay, cool. So you had your plans and I had mine. So let's play a game of Would You Rather.
I thought I was CMC. You're supposed if you're Brock, I'm CMC. Like, you need to just let me do my thing.
There's no way I'm Brock if you're CMC.
Maybe Garoppolo. Maybe Garoppolo. Trey Lance.
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna listen. I see.
Okay, go ahead.
Clearly, I'm not respected here. Like, okay. So, quick game of Would You Rather, right? Would you rather Baker Mayfield or CJ Stroud? CJ Stroud.
Oh, of course, CJ Stroud. Easy.
Baker Mayfield or Bryce Young?
Oh, fuck. Fuck. That's it. Okay, so because we've seen Baker, and I don't think anything Baker does is going to be like Baker cannot surprise me anymore, right? Bryce can. And because there's a upside, or we've seen, I think Baker's at a ceiling, but Bryce still has a ways to go. I will say Bryce.
Okay.
Fuck,
Baker Mayfield.
that was difficult.
Baker Mayfield or Jordan Love?
Bro, what are you doing? Like seriously, what are you doing?
No.
Okay. No, that's fucked because I like Jordan Love. I also think, damn, I don't. I'm gonna say something now. It's gonna go viral, and someone's gonna clip this, and I'm gonna be upset. Baker Mayfield
over Jordan Love. Okay.
You're an asshole. I just want you to know that. By the way,
Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr.
I mean, that's literally the same person. I don't care how you cut it.
That was a question, sir. That was a question. Please feel free to answer it.
It depends. It's just at this point, it's who I like better.
I'm going
to say Derek Carr.
Okay, cool. So Baker Mayfield or Gardner Minshew?
Fuck.
2 weeks ago, you was his agent.
I was.
Did you quit?
I didn't quit. Gardner. Better upside.
Okay. Baker Mayfield or McCorkle Jones?
Baker.
Okay. Zach Wilson?
Baker. That's tough. That's
Danny
tough.
Dimes?
Baker. That's not tough.
Okay. Kenny Pickett?
Fuck. Kenny. Just because he be doing a little magic sometimes.
Tannehill?
Baker Mayfield. Fuck Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry. Like he oversold himself.
Okay. Sam Howell?
Sam is a second-year quarterback. I'll go with the second-year quarterback.
Okay. Joshua Dobbs?
Fuck me. I like Josh Dobbs. Still ball head. Can I throw in the towel? Shit.
Geno Smith. Oh, no, I could do this all day.
Geno.
Brock Purdy. Please, because it's either you're going to answer or I'm going to keep throwing them at you. Feel free to answer. You said Geno? Okay, cool. For Joshua Dobbs, who did you say?
I didn't say anybody for Josh yet, but I think Baker.
Cool.
I think Baker.
Okay.
Because Joshua Dobbs is playing Baker Mayfield. I'm gonna hate myself for that one. Baker Mayfield.
Jimmy G.
Baker Mayfield.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Okay. So thank you for proving my point. Continue.
I'm still okay. I'm still saying.
I'm sorry. Okay, so my point was, as hype as you got on the Baker Mayfield, bandwagon,
right?
On the train, bandwagon, bus, whatever you want to call it, as hype as you got on that, you don't really believe it.
No, I do to a certain extent, and like you gave me, and there, yes, I just
gave you like 15 quarterbacks. And you picked Baker like 5 out of the other 15
7 times. It was 7 out of 15.
So 7 out of 15, what does that tell you?
I mean, there's just one more time that I didn't believe in Baker.
No, it just means exactly what I've been saying. Just average. He's just there. Nothing spectacular. He doesn't do anything. Okay, tell me what Baker Mayfield does. That, for example, right? For some guys you could say, you know what? They could extend plays with their legs. Some guys, you could say. So there's a lot of things you could say about a bunch of different guys. There's not much to say about Baker Mayfield except he knows he throws the ball because again he's not spectacular at anything.
when he started his first game for the Rams last year, when he came in there 2 weeks, was it the Rams or someone
The
who came in?
Rams.
Yeah,
The
2
Rams.
weeks, and he started his first game and he won that game off no playbook, nothing, just pure heart. Baker Mayfield can give you that. But there's just one thing I will say, that there are people who play. Hold on, let me finish. There are people who play themselves just to stay in the NFL, and I think Baker Mayfield just gives you, I can play within whatever you need me to do to stay in the NFL. Because you understand that because he was such a high pick, there are people that are just as high as him that are not in the NFL. But Baker Mayfield has done enough to stay. Like, there's something there.
Let me put it to you, and let me bring it down to away from sports for a little bit. If Baker Mayfield was your coworker, or you were working on a project on the same team as him, you would hate him.
Why? Okay, can we move on? Can we move on? Because I'm still a Tampa Bay fan, bro. Like, I'm still there.
You came in like, with all the smoke and the Baker, and I'm like, dude, I know
not
you're saying it, but
not necessarily.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying in reality, bro. Again, you and I can agree in terms of like, yo, Baker is. I'm not saying he's not bad.
He's not bad,
but he's also
not
good.
Great. He's just good enough. And sometimes, they've won games because he was good enough, and they beat not great teams.
But the thing is,
the mark of a quarterback sometimes is you need to be.
The thing is, the reality of it is, bro, nobody wants just good enough. Nobody.
No, like, but do you understand?
You settle for good enough.
But do you understand that no one wants just good enough, because we're in this era of the NFL where you need the. But then teams, because they don't want just good enough, they've put themselves in trouble. Because let's look at the Rams for a second, right? You don't want just good enough, so you got rid of Jared Goff, who was just good, like, who really hadn't really opened up. I don't know what was up. Like, you went from Jared Goff to what you got before he went to Detroit, and now he's kind of back. I don't understand what's going on there. But because you didn't want that, you went with the older Matthew Stafford, who now he's on his downside, and you
of
didn't
course he is.
protect yourself for that.
This is like year 13 for him, isn't it?
Yeah. It's only like a handful of people that could go year 13 and still be elite. Tom Brady being one of them, Peyton Manning being one of them, LeBron James being one of them. So, anyways, let's keep moving.
You basically bro, you know what you're doing? You're turning Earth2 Sports Talk into ESPN. Like, no matter what the conversation is, we're gonna throw LeBron in there somehow. No matter what the topic is, we're gonna throw LeBron in there.
It's now Wemby. Like, it's now Wemby, bro. Bro.
Okay,
did you see?
Okay, Wemby's been around Wemby's been around for 20 seconds. Okay, they just started this. What I'm saying though is the fact that ESPN for the last 20 years, no matter what the topic is, it could be in the middle of August. They could be talking.
It's winding down. They could be talking about Cleveland football, how they need a tight end. LeBron James could start.
Yeah, so that's what you're doing right now. Because I'm over here. We're talking football. This man says, guys who could go in the NFL, who can go.
I wasn't necessarily saying in the NFL. I was just saying 13 years, and LeBron James happened to be one of them. Anyway, so for the next game, first Sunday game, I picked Houston over Carolina. Bryce Young finally won a game in the NFL. Welcome to the NFL. Welcome to the winner's circle. You're not winless anymore. Congratulations. So they beat Houston, and so I took that L. Obviously picked Dallas against the Rams. I mean, that was easy for me, and there was no hard pick right there. Minnesota won despite Kirk Cousins being out for the season. So
okay. Minnesota won with Kirk Cousins. Like, Kirk Cousins played majority of the game. He was out like the last so. Minnesota won that game before Kirk Cousins was out. Come on, bro.
True. So they beat Jordan Love handily, and that's fine. But so if you're Minnesota, you're looking at, oh my God, we were finally starting to trend up. We played a really good game against Kansas City. We beat.
But guess what they did?
Joshua Dobbs. They beat San Francisco last week, right? Was it San Francisco they beat last week?
Minnesota?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. It was last week. Because I remember I was watching the playback on that one, and I picked Minnesota, and you were like, "Are you insane? Why would you ever pick Minnesota?" And I told you, I have a feeling. Okay, never mind. But they were trending. The games that they lost were very like a call here, a call there, play here, play there.
Yeah.
they were trending up. And so I like them to beat San Francisco, who after the Cowboys game is finding it hard to win in this league. And I told you Brock is not sturdy because when the game is on the line, he can't do it for you. That's 2 times now.
The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And you are that double-minded man, okay? Because I have the text message to prove that no more than like maybe 4 weeks ago, you texted me and saying sturdy Purdy, sturdy Purdy, sturdy Purdy. And now all of a sudden, I told you, bro,
He's
all of a
unsturdy.
sudden you told me you didn't, except again, you started saying that when they started losing.
No, I said sturdy Purdy because I was very surprised that he won, and it rhymed. I'm sorry.
Again,
you
the first 5 weeks,
I have the mind of a fucking poet, and I can give you sturdy Purdy, and then turn around and be like,
bro,
sturdy
Purdy
like,
is that something special? You didn't come up with
did.
a triple entendre.
I did,
bro. You ain't got no bars.
It's bars. Listen. You want me to drop a bomb for you right now? Because I will, bro. I will run this whole show back and start from the very beginning. I will run this show back and start from the very beginning and drop a bomb. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. I'm good for that. Don't. What you say?
Okay. So my point is, your whole thing about unstable. Play ball.
What you say? I drop a bomb on this show.
I hate this guy. I really do. Okay. I'm not talking to you no more.
Let's move on. So Minnesota beat Green Bay. Indianapolis, I did pick to beat New Orleans because it's New Orleans, right? And it's Derek Carr, who I said to me is almost on the same. He's not great. He actually on in my opinion does a little bit more than Baker. Like but then again, he also had. Derek Carr is an enigma to me, right? Because he came into the NFL, he had weapons, right? And then he had Henry Ruggs at one point, and then he had Devonta Adams, and then he had he's never, and now he has Olave. Like he's never been without weapons. So help me understand why he's not being mentioned in the top 10.
Okay. Before I answer your question, you realize that Baker Mayfield is playing with literal Super Bowl winners from 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's not the same offensive line though. Not the same offensive line.
Not a severe difference. But again, there's a difference between what Mayfield could do versus the guy they had there before. But the point is, bro, you're playing with a team that is pretty much has been intact for the last few years. Because again, Mike Evans, this is what his eighth season with with the Bucs.
Right.
That man hasn't had less than 1,000 yards the entire time.
I mean, he's
Chris Godwin
again though.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying though, he's playing with a team that's pretty been from Jameis Winston to Brady to Mayfield. That team is pretty much the same. Give or take a couple of guys, on offense here, on defense here, whatever. Give or take. So with that being said, Baker Mayfield is playing with ridiculous weapons. Because Mike Evans. So with that being said, because you're saying, oh, Derek Carr, he had weapons all his career, but guess what? Derek Carr had a couple of seasons where he threw for over 4,000 yards, which means that
I'm asking right now, why is Derek Carr this season? Chris Olave
this season right now, why is Derek Carr bad?
Yeah,
because
Derek Carr Mike. Olave, Kamara just came back, 2 weeks ago.
First of all, that means he changed his name to Can Guard Mike because he's been guarded very well. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and the thing is though, Derek Carr's been on the decline for the last 3 years, on solid decline.
Isn't he 27, 30?
No,
he's younger
27. No, he's older than 27. Derek Carr's been. Let me see.
How long has Derek Carr been in the league? Because I do remember his older brother trying to defend him a couple seasons ago when he was horrible, and he was like, "No, don't talk about my brother like that."
He's 32, bro.
All right, cool. So never mind. He's past his prime. He's way.
So which means so there's a level of in terms of Derek Carr and what he's unable to do. He's been on the decline, and if you look at it, all the Raiders had a lot of those weapons. The offensive line wasn't exactly great, and Derek Carr tends to trying to extend plays further than he's able to. For example, Derek Carr don't got legs like Trevor Allen or Justin Fields or Jalen Hurts. He don't got legs like that. but he will try to extend plays unnecessarily like that. And then again, when you get hit, some guys can take a hit. Some guys are not meant for it. Some guys will pocket quarterbacks. And that's why Brady, he said, listen, you can give me all the trash receivers you want. As long as you give me a good offensive line to allow me to throw the ball, I'll figure it out. Again, Derek Carr is not the guy. Listen, Peyton Manning, that man got his neck broken because his offensive line couldn't protect him.
God damn.
But which means but again, if outside of a couple of seasons, he had not a couple of seasons, but he had some good time with some receivers. But it's like these guys can make plays if you give him like just a little bit extra time, But Derek Carr, on the other hand, if you don't give him that time, he'll be, I'm gonna try to extend that play, and I'm gonna try to force things, which is the same thing Josh Allen does. Force a play. Instead of throwing the ball away, I'm gonna hold on to it a little bit longer, which is a problem Baker Mayfield also has, and so which is a problem Zach Wilson also has. Which means he's been on the decline for some time now, and it's because again he hasn't been like what he used to be, and I think once I think he had a couple of those great seasons or pretty good seasons. It's almost like we told him he was better than he was, and he believed it.
Okay, all right.
So that's what's with Derek Carr. Derek Carr is not amazing. He's just once upon a time he was on a rise, and now he's not. He's 32. He's been hit a bunch of times for the last 10 years.
Sure. Did Miami beating New England surprise you? No, not me. So I picked Miami to win that one. The one that actually surprised me, I picked the Jets. And if you had told me that I would have, what's funny? I'd have rather we went to that game instead than going to the Commanders game because honestly, I would let's take a shot for every fucking punt. We would have left that game on our ass, bro. 24 points.
24 punts to 23 points.
To 23 points.
If we took a shot, first of all, if we split, like for every punt, for the total punt, we each take a shot.
Like, okay,
12.
You take a punt for every Jets punt. You take a shot for every Jets punt. I'll take a shot for every Giants punt.
We'd still be like
drunk.
Exactly.
So it's fucking insane that game happened. It's also fucking insane that the Jets won it. But they won it, So
but
the Jets are
a better team though.
3.
Yeah, but the Jets are a better team though. Like realistically, the Jets are a better team.
Can we talk about how when Aaron Rodgers went down, we were like, oh, the Jets are going like 0-17, but they're 4-3.
Yeah.
With Aaron Rodgers having a shot to he's on the sideline throwing, he could come back. Oh God. Okay. All right.
Bro, okay. I'm convinced, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. I'm convinced Anthony logged into the show and he's like, all right, what's the most violent thing I could start out with? Every single time.
Every single time, bro.
Every single time.
There's never been a show there's something violent. There's never been a show that we do that Anthony doesn't come on super violent. But you know what?
No, yeah, so as soon as you walk in, first thing you say something violent because okay. So the Jets won that one.
Right. And quite as it's kept, Jacksonville is rolling.
Jacksonville is the best team in the AFC.
It's so quiet. How
Jacksonville is the best team in the AFC. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear me.
South?
No,
don't say AFC because
isn't the Miami AFC?
Isn't Miami in the AFC? Relax.
Okay, so
Jacksonville
in Miami.
Okay,
Jacksonville in Miami.
All right.
Because I also see Miami.
Quiet. It's such a quiet kept thing that Jacksonville is doing. Like,
you know why? Because nobody cares what's happening in Jacksonville.
No one cares, and they beat the Bills in England, and it just kind of went over because no one cared. But then they've come back and they beat Pittsburgh quietly. They're going. Listen, if Jacksonville does something crazy this season, I want everybody to come back to this point on this show where I said Jacksonville is quietly, where you said they're the best team in the AFC, and where I said they're quietly running away with everything right now. I picked Tennessee to beat Atlanta because fuck Desmond Riddler, and he's just making Kyle Pitts go out there to do cardio. So if first of all,
we're not gonna blame Kyle Pitts out there doing cardio on Desmond Riddler. We're not doing that. You know why? Because Cap has been out there doing cardio since he got in the NFL. That's all he's been doing.
This is a fact.
I agree with that one. I agree with that 100%. So yeah, so Kyle Pitts, since he got in the NFL, all he's been doing is cardio. That man's conditioning is top tier.
Right,
he runs up and down the field and just keep going.
He kind of has no moves.
He has nothing.
He has no.
We don't know what he's good at.
Receiving.
Pause. We don't know that.
Pause.
We don't know that. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't seen him in the end zone. Pause.
Hey, hey, yo! You know what a fun game? You know, if a game we should have actually went to again is the Philly and Commanders game, because that game was. If you told me that was the game that was gonna light up the scoreboard this weekend, I'd have been like, nah, you're fucking lying. But that game went over. I mean, 38-31. I obviously picked Philly to win, and this is. And so this is my dilemma, right? So in one of my fantasy football leagues, I decided to go quarterback heavy. So I went Patrick Mahomes and I went Jalen Hurts, right? They both have bye week in week 10, which is next week. And so I'm looking at trading one of them or trying to and the way the commissioner has that league set up, you can only have 2 quarterbacks on your roster at one time. You can have 3. So I can't go pick up someone garbage sold over, right? So I got to trade somebody to get someone, right? And this is my dilemma. Philly's done playing Washington, so Jalen Hurts is not going to have those numbers again, right? I'm sorry, Washington fans, but no, you have to understand. Every time he plays Washington, it's almost always 4 touchdowns. He's lighting the fucking scoreboard up, and I'm upset because I wish this was the week that and so it's kind of crazy. So that's my dilemma. But that game was fun. Obviously, AJ Brown owns every defensive back. Oh yeah, at this point the Falcons just need to tank and call their season and go get a quarterback.
Okay, first of all, the team that should have been tanking but for some reason they're not doing so is Patriots. Why are you not tanking? What do you have going for you?
Bill Belichick, pride.
Pride.
You already know that. I think you know the answer to that. You just didn't want to hear it.
Here's my problem with Philly after their bye week next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Chiefs,
right?
Bills,
right?
Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, and Giants. So
Cardinals and Giants, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So week 16 to 18 is like, all right, cool. That's 3 W's, nice. However, week 11 to 16 or week 11 to 15,
you got to go 2-2.
But no, that's 5 games. Right? 5 games. 5 games.
You know what? 2-2. If you win 2 out of those 5, that's not bad. Because if you can guarantee yourself Giants, Cardinals, and Giants, that's 3, right?
That's true. Yeah.
If you win 2, that's
that's basically it. That's 5 out of 8. That's really good because right now they're 6-2. So yeah. But again, so that's the only thing with that schedule right now. Because coming out.
So you're telling me to trade Jalen Hurts is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Bro, listen, man. I'm not. As we know, I don't advise on fantasy because clearly,
exactly, yeah.
I don't know ball. However, I don't know ball, bro. However, I'm just giving you the schedule.
Appreciate it, man.
You do that.
I do with the information. Right.
Yeah.
I think Sam Howell can go far as well. I just think they need to keep him upright and I think Eric Bieniemy needs to be a little more conservative. He's not Patrick Mahomes that you have behind the line anymore. You have Sam Howell, so just be conservative. You have Brian Robinson, let him run the football. You have McLaurin and the guys who are really top tier receivers. So you're good. Seattle against Cleveland, that was a scary one. I did pick Seattle, but that was a scary one because if you had told me that it will come down to almost the end of the game for Seattle to win that one, I'd be like, you're fucking lying. But it kind of did. Baltimore, Arizona. Baltimore had that game all the way.
But then again, I don't understand how they let Ravens put up 24 though. Like they only Cardinals put 24.
I think that's the thing with certain teams. I think when you're winning and it's you kind of let your foot off the gas. I think Baltimore let their foot off the gas a little bit. They just thought they had the game all the way over, and they were like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Let me ask you a question, bro. And I know I cut you off right in the middle of what you were saying, but I have to ask you this about the Ravens, right? What's wrong with them? Like,
I
how
don't
do we
know.
fix? Like, how do we fix the Ravens?
Put glue on the hands of the receivers. One, make sure that defense is a little tighter. Two, and just tell Lamar it's okay to run the football. Like, see, the thing is, right? Lamar, I think, is at this point in his career where it's like he's hurt. He's a running back too much. Because I remember there was a time the Arizona Cardinals tweeted out a picture saying running back about Lamar Jackson. So the last game, I think he stood in the pocket a little too much. He didn't want to use pause. He didn't want to use his legs. I think Lamar should stop taking that and be like, you know what? I am a running quarterback. At the end of the day, I can still run this fucking football, and I don't think anyone can catch me. I think he should get back into that, honestly.
Okay, so you see the thing is though, like imagine being not Super Bowl.
Oh
Imagine
no,
being
no, 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 no. I'm not gonna 100% put it on Eric. I think at the end of the day, he and Ron Rivera are butting heads a little bit because I don't believe that Eric is really putting his full playbook out there. I think he's just brought in to call the offense, maybe the way Ron would like this offense to be called. Because if you go back to last season, Taylor Heineke was throwing the ball almost just as much. There were games where instead of him handing it off to B-Rob or Gibson, he was throwing the ball. I don't think this is a Ron. I think it's a Ron and Eric thing. They're not. Ultimately, Ron is fired. Keep it a buck. Ron is gone.
I mean, he should be. He should be.
Right. So
yeah, but
whatever
happens,
you were saying moving forward happens.
Yeah. But you were saying before you went to that one. I think you were talking about the Ravens, right?
Yeah, it's they need to find their identity again. They are a running team. Ultimately, they're a running team, and we've said.
Do you see how? But do you see how it's like you won an MVP playing a certain type of way?
Correct.
But because critics or whoever it is, kept saying that, oh well, he's a running back. He's not staying in the pocket. He can throw the ball, even though his numbers throwing the ball was proof that he could throw the ball. So it's like, oh, now it's almost like I'm going to have to prove to you I'm going to throw the ball. You don't have to. What makes you who you are is is a threat of like at any given moment you could take off running, and which is again same thing. Why teams no matter how much like when they play Buffalo. No matter how much they out here like attacking Josh Allen, what they always gonna do is they're not gonna leave that middle open, because the moment they leave that middle open, they know all it takes is he's gone. With Mahomes, it's his ability like to find a little slant on the sideline to go. So it's like.
But he forgot that last week, though.
No. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that
one. I can't wait.
No, we'll get to that one. But I'm saying, though, it's like Lamar's been playing one way for so long, and it's been working. But now he's like, okay, I'm going to show you I could
I mean, they got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Odell Beckham. It's almost like you have to do it now. You have to throw the ball a bunch. You have to not give it to Gus Edwards as much. You have to not call a lot of those draw plays. I'm just saying you don't have to, but it's like in your head, like, oh, I have to throw it now, right? I have to.
No, you know why? You know why? You know why? You know why? Because again, you have the receivers, right? But at the same time, you have Odell Beckham in 2023. You don't have Odell Beckham in 2017. Okay.
You don't have.
Exactly. You don't get that Beckham, okay? Hey, okay, you got Mark Andrews after Mark Andrews come off injury. He's still Mark Andrews. However, his Mark Andrews a little bit slower.
You got it. Yeah.
So he needs a little bit more time to get to his spot. He needs a little more time to make that little shift and get away from a safety. So it's like so. With that being said, you have the receivers, but you also don't have Mike Evans where you could throw it up and he'll figure it out. You don't have Jay Jettas where you could just throw it up. So it's like again. And the things though, the more if he ran the ball more, if he was able to do what he does more,
lanes would be open.
All of a sudden, all those receivers now they're over here just like yo, listen, they do it heel to toe, waiting for the ball because they already know that's a threat. So it's like.
They probably it's something I think they need to see. A lot of the NFL offenses to me seem a little complicated this season. Just simplify the shit, right? Especially in Washington, simplify it. Give it to Sam. Have Sam hand the ball off to B-Rob. Yes, have what's his name hand the ball off to Gus Edwards. You hand the ball off to Gus Edwards. You can do that thing that you do, right, where you hand the ball off and you pull it back and you take off. That gives you an option to do that. When you pull it back, people are paying attention to you. So that means Odell can sneak out there in the back. Zay Flowers can sneak out there in the back. Gus can even come around the back. So there's a lot more things open to you if you simplify your offense. Let's get to it.
Let's get to the game you've been waiting to talk about,
bro. You don't have any idea how
this is most biggest fear.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen though. But this is what I wanted. This game, I picked Kansas City to win because it's Kansas City. Maybe Taylor Swift should have flown down for that game. I'm just saying.
First of all,
but
I swear, if one more person mentioned football and Taylor Swift in the same sentence, unless it's like, oh, she was at the game, I swear I'm going to lose it.
Maybe Taylor Swift should have flown down for that game because 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it 3 field goals or was it was it 3 field goals? Or was it a touchdown? No, he didn't throw a touchdown. It was 3 field goals.
It was 3 field goals.
9 points from
and none in the second half, by the way. None in the second half. It was 3 field goals in the first.
9 points from the Kansas City Chiefs and 24 points from Denver. Russell was in the kitchen whipping up them babies. Okay? They let Russ in there with the apron.
Okay.
Let me finish. They let Russ in the kitchen with the apron. Jerry Jeudy had a fucking bro. You know what? I think the show is over. I think this is the point where the show is over. Show's over, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Russell Wilson, honestly, you know how I'm a little reactionary sometimes, right? You can
a little. Okay, sometimes
I'm reactionary.
You're dramatic as fuck.
Russ, in what world would you have thought Russell Wilson would have a better game than Jason Mahomes?
That's the middle name, or you just making it up?
This is what we do, bro. It's like this point, bro. This is what we do.
Okay. But here's what I will say. I hear
9 points.
And hold on.
None in the second half.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry, okay. I said this already.
All right.
And again, I hear you. And I fully believe, like, me, to the win, to the victor goes the spoil. So which means when you win, you can say whatever you want, you can act how you want. Like, that's fine. However, the way you are talking like Russ had a 400-yard game. He threw 414 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns
and a dub.
No. Again, to the victor goes the spoils. Okay, when you win, you can say what you want, you can act how you want. But Russ also threw 414 yards, bro. Like he didn't exactly, torch, the Chiefs. He just won the game, which is fair, but he just won the game. That's it. Russ was spectacular.
It's my turn, Wexon. It's my turn. See, the Chiefs are done being the team that people are scared of. This season, they're not the team that people are scared of because the Jets game, they lost to Detroit opening week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the Jets game, then the Vikings game. There was another game that they lost that they won kind of close.
Okay.
And everyone is like, dang, is there a chink in the armor? Pacheco, hold on. Pacheco looks amazing anytime he runs. Runs angry as fuck. He runs like he never had a chance to play football before. And if he doesn't get it right this season, he's done for life. And this is another good point. The Chiefs have no receivers that no one is scared of. Because if you double team Travis Kelce, who?
Or the 49ers trying to hurt people? They just traded for Chase Young.
Oh yeah, that was earlier today. Yeah, they dropped a second round pick, which is probably
Yeah.
going to be a low pick to Washington. And it's crazy that Washington made that deal because when they lost Trent Montez Sweat earlier
Hmm.
today to the Bears. And I thought, they're gonna lose one, and I thought they were gonna franchise Chase. That's a wasted pick because you could have picked with that pick, right? You could have had frick, who was it? You could have had you're so annoying. You could have had Tua or Josh Herbert with that Chase Young pick, but you picked
Yeah.
Chase Young, and now he hasn't panned out for you, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, San Francisco and Cincinnati. I obviously picked San Francisco. I'm never picking San Francisco until they put 2 wins in that win column. That's my goal moving forward.
You know
Brock,
what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
go
You know what's
ahead.
crazy?
Go ahead. Cincinnati put 2 wins, and I didn't pick them, but go ahead.
2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago,
Uh huh.
we were talking about San Francisco being this like
God level team,
yes,
untouchable, unfuckwittable.
and now exactly, and now you're like, and they need to put up
They
two
need two
wins.
wins, yes, for me
First
to
of all,
pick them
first of all,
again.
first of all, first of all, if CMC don't win MVP, I'm going to be upset,
He's not winning MVP, bro. You know
and
this.
so I'm going to be upset then
Okay, it's
because
going to a quarterback.
because CMC should win MVP because CMC has had like he
A
had about
touchdown a
18.
game.
Hmm?
A touchdown a game, correct?
Yeah, for the last like 17 games. Like
Mhm.
they first of all, see, first of all, how you gonna say that I can't even show like CMC, but you don't know the stats on the top of your head like that well. You're a terrible person, like Anyway, but so I'm saying though, he should win MVP, but
He
continue.
won't. It's going to a quarter. It's a quarterback's trophy. The Chargers beat up on the weak ass Bears, and Monday Night Football, Detroit.
Then those weak ass Bears put the pause on Commanders.
They're two weak teams, bro. You can't really.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was just doing math.
All right.
Hmm?
Anyways, and Detroit did fine. Detroit beat the Raiders on Monday night. Jimmy G was no help. He should have been on the bench, honestly.
Oh, I am thankful for. Okay, you made your speech. I would like to thank Jimmy G for being the terrible quarterback that he is,
Let me guess, you played
because
against him.
I was no, not even against him, but I was going against Jacoby Myers, who was projected to have 16 points,
Mm-hmm.
and my opponent needed him to have exactly 10 points on the dot to win. But somehow Jimmy G managed to not only get him the ball one time for 12 yards or 13 yards. He also managed to give the best receiver in football. Okay,
No,
the
no
best receiver in
passes.
football. Hmm?
No passes.
One pass. Okay. So with that being said, thank you, Jimmy G, for being terrible. I've known you were trash since the Patriots, but somehow people keep thinking, oh, he's a handsome guy. I'm sure I'm sure we can give him another chance. And here we are. So thank you, Jimmy G, for being basura.
Okay. Let's move on to this week. Jesus Christ. Thursday night, Tennessee at Pittsburgh. I don't know. And
Tennessee.
because these are okay.
Because Will Levis, after what he did last week and getting the ball to D Hop.
Right.
This is the best game D Hop has had since he left Houston.
Right.
Like, so yes.
You better be, bro. Ain't nothing else for y'all. Just
So
tank
yeah,
and get rid of
Tennessee.
that. Yes. I don't know. I want to say because they're going to Pittsburgh, and Will Levis had a rookie game, which most rookie quarterbacks have. I don't think he's gonna have another one. So I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt.
It will.
Shoot. Miami at Kansas City. This is gonna be a fun game to watch. It's Berlin, so it's a 9:30 a.m. game.
That's annoying because I'm going to be at breakfast with my family.
Oh, I'm going to be. Don't worry, I'll text you. the scores and what's happening in the game. Don't worry.
You know I
got
have no problem blocking your number, bro. You know I have
That's
no
fine.
problem doing that.
That's
So,
fine. You will unblock me at some point, and I'll just
at some
text
point,
you again.
It'll be like an hour
Right on
before the show,
Tuesday.
like
Right, and
yeah,
I'll
exactly
be
an
like,
hour before the show.
by the way,
And the block is not gonna be just just on my phone. It's gonna be across the board. It's gonna be on IG. It's gonna be on Facebook. It's gonna be across the board. Like I'm gonna unsubscribe to the YouTube page altogether too, just to make sure you don't have a waste of content.
Anyways, pick the game, bro.
I like this game actually.
Right?
I like this game, but I'm gonna go Miami because I think Jalen Ramsey's been waiting. He's been waiting to go against Mahomes. He's been happy. He's been it's his second game back. Yeah, I don't think Mahomes got the receivers.
Damn, but you think Mahomes is gonna lose 2 weeks in a row? That's
yes.
crazy.
Oh, okay. Speaking of that, though, one thing I wanted to say though, I'm like, you are a little bit you're very reactionary. Like when we were saying it earlier, and I need you to remember that like the script exists. Okay, the NFL script exists, and it would be extremely unfair for script writers to write the same story 3 seasons in a row. And right now, what they've been doing is they're like, hey, we can't let the Chiefs just go off every single game. They can't make the Chiefs look untouchable. We can't make them look like the 07 Patriots. So what they're doing is they're like, yo, listen, let them lose a game here. It's like, oh, but if you make them lose to elite teams, like, oh, come on, that's supposed to happen. But again, the way the script writers work is they have to give you a plot. They have to give you something. So what they're giving you is the Chiefs lose to a couple of bum teams. They got to a couple of close games. But the script writers know when the game is on the line, when it matters most, when it comes playoff time, the Golden Boy is Mahomes. So please, be careful about how you slander them, how you go hard against them, because again, they're still like guys like third, full favorite. So relax. Who you picking for that team for that game?
I pick Miami. Miami. Right.
So we both got Miami.
Cool. I know. I feel like your logic is sound, but I also feel like they should win. I feel like it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close. I honestly kind of think it's a Kansas City game. I don't know why I'm doing that, but Minnesota at Atlanta, Joshua Dobbs versus Desmond Riddler, Jordan Addison.
Minnesota. I'm not picking with you. I'm not picking with my feelings, though. Yeah, Minnesota because Atlanta don't know how to use anybody on their team, including Bijan Robinson, who's a freaking amazing talent, but somehow he looks pedestrian, like some people would say. But anyway, continue.
Let's see. Arizona at Cleveland. I think Cleveland should bounce back from this one.
Cleveland.
But I also think Kyler Murray's coming back, so this is his first game back. I don't think he's gonna be able to do.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna make a one double move, and Myles Garrett is gonna drop him, and he's gonna stay in the pocket.
What about Freaky Deshaun? What do you think Freaky Deshaun is gonna do? Because this might be his first game back from whatever fucking injury. Man, if I had $250 million sitting in the bank, I would also have a fake injury too. Because at this point, it's a funny question that we just said, is he playing? Bro, come on, man.
But again, same thing could be said about, a lot of these NBA players who's making $50 million a year, but somehow, every other game they'll rest. Like they can rest.
But every other game, at least they're playing.
They are starting the season. First of all, hold on. First of all, hold on. Then Bradley Beal isn't Bradley Beal sitting out because
Bradley Beal is already he's already in mid-season form. Like, I don't understand what people thought they were getting with Bradley Beal. Bro, this is Bradley Beal, bro. This is who he is. Like, I don't get it.
Again, we're talking you're coming back because you haven't played since April because your team been doing it since April. So which means you from April to now, the season's starting, but you have back tightness. All right. Anyway.
Right.
I don't know how we got here, but yes.
We're here. The Rams at Green Bay. I like the Rams to win this. Their two white receivers are gonna be like really great this weekend. Puka Nacua and the other white guy. Yeah. Who you got?
Wow, you talk about the Triple Crown winner as the other white guy?
I forgot. My bad. The Cooper Cup and the other white guy. Is that better for you?
That's much better because
Okay.
again, only one of them is a Triple Crown winner. But yeah, I'm gonna go Rams on this one too. Actually, no, I'm gonna go Green Bay on this one.
Wow.
Don't know why.
Okay. That seems like a feelings pick to me. Watson cap hit is $64 million. Oh yeah, they are in deep fucking shit with that. Washington at New England. This should be kind of fun because they're I don't know. Does Bill Belichick win this? Or does Washington win this?
Belichick for the win.
I'm going Washington. I don't know. I don't think McCorkle got this one, bro. Chicago at New Orleans. You know what? I'm just gonna go New Orleans because.
Oh, you tired of going against them and they win?
Bro, I don't understand. Every time I go against them, they win. Every time I pick them, they lose. So it's kind of shitty.
No, see, I usually have good luck with them, so I'm gonna go with them.
All right. My bad.
I thought I was supposed to be the tired one.
Seattle. My energy's done. Seattle at Baltimore. I like Baltimore. I'm sorry. I'm going Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore. I refuse to pick Seattle 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. Well, you didn't pick them last week, so never mind. Tampa Bay at Houston.
Mind your business. Mind your business, bro.
Tampa Bay at Houston. Oh, this is tough for
Houston.
me. I'm gonna give. You know what? I'll go Houston.
Oh, really? Really? So
I was
gonna
give Baker Mayfield one more chance, but I think this is the game that watch them destroy the fuck out of Tampa, out of Houston.
I'm gonna go Baker Mayfield then. If you're gonna go Houston, I don't want to pick the same as you.
Okay, cool. Let me write Tampa Bay for you.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Indianapolis at Carolina. I got Indy.
Yeah, I don't think Carolina could do it.
Even though they did it last week, but I don't see them doing it this week.
Yeah.
The Giants at Vegas. I'm going Giants. Mid,
It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound. You don't sound. Confident
convinced?
about that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I definitely don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna go No, I'm gonna go Vegas. I don't know. I think Jimmy G find a way to get to Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams next week, because otherwise, the whole city of Vegas is gonna he's gonna start putting
Right.
he's gonna put a price tag on his head. So
okay, you think the mob gonna come out?
listen. Vegas, don't like losing.
Right.
So
Dallas at Philly. Good fucking game right there.
Damn, that's a good
Right.
game.
Good fucking game right there.
Can we see get to that game?
Yeah, look him up.
1 second.
Dallas at Philly.
Go ahead and pick. I'm gonna look at something.
Just drop your pick real quick.
Oh yeah, that's a dub. Yeah, that's a dub.
Oh, it's crazy.
We're talking 450 for like.
Oh yeah, that's dead. That's super dead.
Yeah.
I think Philly because they're at home.
I think Dallas is coming in to take Jalen Hurts' head. They're coming for him.
All right, bet. And no tush push tonight. That afternoon. No tush push that afternoon.
No.
Interesting. No. Buffalo at Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati because they're at home.
I think Cincinnati because they're the better team, and
they finally put together two convincing.
And wins. when Burrow's healthy, he's better than
Trevor.
Than Trevor.
Allen? Okay.
So and also, ever since Jamar Chase said he was open,
he's been open. Like, it's crazy. He said, "I'm always open," and then my man's open.
So basically, yeah. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati on that one.
All right. And then to round it out, Monday Night Football, the Chargers and the Jets.
Chargers.
Okay, I got the Chargers as well. Even though they're flying out from LA. All right. Your picks: Tennessee, Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, Green Bay, New England, New Orleans, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Indy, Vegas, Dallas, Cincy, Chargers. My picks: Pittsburgh, Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, Rams, Washington, New Orleans, Baltimore, Houston, Indy, Giants, Philly, Cincy, and the Chargers. Do we got time to do? You want
Let's
to
say
do?
yeah. Go ahead.
So Thursday night. Why do I keep grabbing that mouse? Thursday night. Tennessee at Pittsburgh. Over under is 36.5. That's low. Money line is plus 130 for the Titans, negative 150 for Pittsburgh. The spread is 2.5.
I'm gonna go over.
Wow. So
I'm
you
gonna go
pick
over.
Tennessee. You're gonna go over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the money line and I pick
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh. I don't like the over under, and I think I like the spread.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do the spread and the money line for that one. What's another game?
Oh, we have to do Miami and Kansas City.
Yeah, that's isn't that 4 o'clock game?
No, that's a 9:30 game.
Oh, that's the night. Oh, so yeah, I guess we got to do that one.
Yeah.
Miami. Um, uh, Miami over under is 50.
I'm going over.
Wow. Okay. The money line is 125 for Miami, 150 for Kansas City, and the spread is +3. I like.
I like the spread. I like the spread and the over.
Damn, I kind of want the over as well because I think they could do like 51, 52.
Mm-hmm.
They could both hit up 25 points apiece, but then
Yeah.
I'll do the money line and the spread.
I like the over. I like the over and the spread.
Yeah, I'll do the money line and the spread.
Because two and a
Uh,
half, two and a half, that's a field goal. So yeah.
it's 3. I mean, that is a field goal regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um, let's pick a. Do we do a 1 o'clock or let's do 4 and
No,
8:30?
we already did the 9:30 game, so we just will do a
So the
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock game I want is
4 o'clock
Dallas and
is Dallas and
and
Philly. Yeah, that has to be the
yeah,
one we do. It has to be the harder one. Yeah.
yeah. So Dallas and Philly,
I picked Dallas to win this game.
you did, which I think is insane. The over under is 47. Money line is plus 140. Dallas 160. Philly. The spread is 3. These spreads are low, man.
Because it's a very evenly matched team. So I
Right.
like the spread. I like the spread.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the over under?
47.
I like the spread. I like the over under also.
The over?
Yeah, I like the over. Yeah.
I will do the money line and the over. I like Philly to go over 47 and like them to hit their money line on that one. And I think we're gonna do so we did 1, 2, 3. Are we doing the Sunday night or are we doing the Monday night? I like the Sunday night game better. I don't
Sunday
think
night, I like Sunday night games better.
Yeah, so let's do the Sunday night game and call it
Yeah.
a day. The Bills and the Bungles. Over under is 48. Buffalo got the money line of 110. The spread is 1.5.
like the spread.
Cincinnati's money line is 130. Okay, so
I like the spread in the money line for Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Spread and money line as well.
Yeah.
And that is our show for the week. Thank you again for giving me the dub for the season, Wetson. I really
And
appreciate
just
it.
so you know, we have to talk about the NBA on the next show.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't
we're
spend as
gonna
much time, rambling about about your fake award that you give yourself.
fake award. Wow, that's tough. It's a tough crowd, man. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
won, and I'm congratulating myself for winning. and my haters, my ops, really just don't want to hear it. So, anyways, thank you guys.
Ops, you live in the suburbs.
No, I don't. I live in the hood. I live in Newark. Man. What you talking about, man? All right, man. All right, my guy. Great show. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for commenting. Poolhost.com, Earth2 Sports Talk. It's down in the comment section. Just go there, and it's down. Just go.
Let me just do it now, so I don't forget, because I'm going to forget.
Shaking my head. And you know what's funny? I reminded you. The day I told you I wasn't going to be able to do the show, I reminded you. I was like, you know, Weston, I'm not going to be able to do the show. Please do your picks.
No,
this feels
very judgmental, and I don't know. Again, this was very judgmental, and I don't like being judged, like especially by people, by people I call friends. So please do better.
It's all right. If I have to remind you over and over and over and over and over again, you need to do better. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch you on the next one.
Mm-hmm. Peace.
Play ball.
There you go.
There it is.
There's the winner. Look at that.
Back. Gone. We have a chance.
Showdown.
Yankees 12, Red Sox 11.
He's gone. He cut.